Have you ever pondered upon the profound wisdom embedded within Surah Al-Hujurat? If not, let us embark on this journey of exploration together. Surah Al-Hujurat, or The Dwellings, is a chapter of the revered Quran that holds a special place in the hearts of believers. As the 49th surah, it encapsulates vital Islamic principles that govern our ethical and moral compass. This surah, composed of 18 verses, was revealed in Medina, a city of great historical and religious significance. Each verse is a pearl of wisdom, revealing divine insights about unity, respect, and social ethics. Imagine a society where unity is not just a concept, but a lived reality. Surah Al-Hujurat presents this vision, emphasizing the importance of unity and brotherhood. It teaches us that all humans are from a single pair, Adam and Eve, and thus, we are all part of one big family. This powerful message eradicates notions of superiority based on race or wealth, promoting equality and harmony. Respect is another cornerstone in the foundation of an ideal society as depicted in Surah Al-Hujurat. It encourages us to honor each other's rights, to be mindful of our words, and to avoid negative assumptions. It reminds us that respect is not just about our actions, but also our thoughts and attitudes towards others. Lastly, Surah Al-Hujurat sheds light on the importance of social ethics. It instructs us to verify information before acting upon it, to reconcile between conflicting parties, and to maintain peace and justice. Now here's a thought-provoking question to ponder upon. How can we apply these timeless lessons from Surah Al-Hujurat to our daily lives, to our interactions with others, and to our understanding of the world? So, are you ready to delve into the depths of Surah Al-Hujurat? Let us begin. Beginning with verse 1, we find a powerful message of obedience and respect. Surah Al-Hujurat, verse 1, instructs believers not to put themselves before Allah and His Messenger. This verse underscores the importance of submission and humility in our relationship with the divine. It serves as a reminder that we should not let our personal interests and desires overshadow our obedience to Allah and His Messenger. Moving on to verse 2, it further reinforces the message of respect and obedience. It advises believers not to raise their voices above the voice of the Prophet, nor to speak loudly to him as one might to another. This verse is not just about maintaining decorum in the presence of the Prophet, but it is also a metaphor for giving utmost respect to the teachings of Islam, treating them with reverence and not letting our worldly noise drown them out. The third verse of Surah Al-Hujurat offers a comforting promise. Those who lower their voices in the presence of Allah's Messenger, their hearts have been tested for piety, and they will be rewarded with forgiveness and a great reward. This verse encourages believers to practice humility and respect, promising spiritual rewards for those who do so. Verse 4 is a call to considerate behavior. It guides us to wait patiently when we seek the Prophet's attention, rather than calling out to him from outside his private quarters. This verse teaches us the importance of respecting others' personal space and the need for patience and decorum in our interactions. The fifth verse concludes this section beautifully. It reminds us that those who ask for permission are the ones who believe in Allah and His Messenger. So if they ask your permission for some of their affairs, then grant it to them. This verse emphasizes the importance of seeking and granting permission, a practice that fosters respect and consideration for others. These verses teach us to be careful in our actions and words, a lesson that is as relevant today as it was when the surah was revealed. Moving on, let's delve into the wisdom imparted in verses 6 through 10. In these verses, the Surah Al-Hujurat offers profound insights into the principles of brotherhood, unity, and conflict resolution that are foundational to the Islamic faith and society at large. These verses beautifully encapsulate the spirit of togetherness that is essential for any community to thrive and prosper. Firstly, verse 6 underlines the importance of verifying information before accepting it, particularly when it could potentially harm others. This verse teaches us the virtue of critical thinking, urging us to be discerning and cautious in our interactions. It emphasizes the potential harm that can be caused by misinformation and the subsequent responsibility we all bear to ensure the accuracy of the information we spread. Moving to verses 7 through 9, we find a powerful call for unity and brotherhood. The text reminds us that all believers are, indeed, brothers and sisters. It encourages us to reconcile our differences and resolve our conflicts in a just and fair manner. It speaks about the importance of peace and harmony, not just within our own circles, but within the larger community as well. Finally, verse 10 is a beautiful affirmation of our shared humanity. It reminds us that we are all part of one family, regardless of our differences in culture, language, or nationality. It implores us to be compassionate and empathetic towards one another, emphasizing the importance of mutual respect and understanding. The wisdom imparted in these verses is not just for the individual, but for societies and nations as a whole. It encourages us to foster a culture of empathy, understanding, and mutual respect. It reminds us of the importance of unity and the power of brotherhood. In conclusion, these verses serve as a strong reminder of our collective responsibility towards each other. They teach us the importance of unity, brotherhood, and conflict resolution, which are all essential for the creation of a harmonious society. These verses implore us to maintain unity and harmony, reminding us that we are all part of a single human family. As we approach the end of Surah Al-Hujurat, the teachings continue to inspire and guide us. Let's delve deeper into verses 11 to 13. They hold a profound message of peace, harmony, and equality. They caution us against the harmful practices of mockery, slander, and discrimination, and inspire us to foster a culture of mutual respect. Verse 11 starts with a strong prohibition against mockery. It reminds us that no group should ridicule another, as it's possible that the latter may be better than the former. This verse beautifully illustrates that all human beings are worthy of respect and that mockery and derision have no place in our interactions. The verse then shifts to slander, an equally harmful practice. It instructs us not to defame each other or call each other by offensive nicknames. This guidance is a simple yet powerful reminder of the importance of respectful communication. It urges us to replace harsh words and slander with kindness and understanding. As we move to verse 12, we find a stern warning against suspicion, as some suspicions can lead to sin. It also warns against spying and backbiting, actions that can damage the fabric of any society. The verse teaches us to respect each other's privacy and to avoid spreading rumors or unverified information. Finally, verse 13 presents a beautiful vision of humanity's diversity. It tells us that we were created from a male and a female and made into nations and tribes so that we may know one another. It emphasizes that the most honorable among us in the sight of Allah is the most righteous. This verse is a powerful call for equality, transcending all barriers of race, color, or creed. These verses of Surah Al-Hujurat, with their timeless wisdom, encourage us to cultivate empathy, respect, and understanding in our relationships. They teach us that every individual is unique and valuable and that our differences should be celebrated, not scorned. In these verses, we find a call for mutual respect and equality, transcending all barriers of race, color, or creed. Now that we have explored Surah Al-Hujurat verse by verse, let's reflect on its key teachings. This profound surah from the Holy Quran is a treasure chest of wisdom, guiding us on how to foster peace, respect, and unity in our communities. Firstly, Surah Al-Hujurat underscores the importance of respect for authority. It instructs us to not raise our voices above the Prophet's voice, a teaching that extends to all forms of authority, urging us to uphold respect and decorum in our interactions. Another pivotal teaching of this surah is the verification of information. In an era of misinformation and fake news, this lesson is more pertinent than ever. It encourages us to investigate and verify any information we receive before acting upon it, preventing the spread of harmful rumors and maintaining social harmony. The surah also emphasizes the unity of mankind. It reminds us that we are all created from a single pair and are therefore brothers and sisters in humanity. This powerful message fosters a sense of global unity and discourages divisions based on race, culture, or nationality. In terms of conflict resolution, Surah Al-Hujurat provides clear guidance. It advises us to make peace between conflicting parties and to uphold justice, even if it goes against our own interests. This teaching encourages fairness and impartiality, key components of a peaceful society. Lastly, Surah Al-Hujurat champions equality. It states that the most honored among us are those who are most righteous, not those with wealth or power. This profound lesson urges us to value character and piety above worldly status, promoting a society free from discrimination. In Surah Al-Hujurat, we find a timeless guide for building a harmonious and respectful society. Let's carry these lessons in our hearts and strive to implement them in our lives.